Hello everyone, welcome back. What is this, part 21? I think I'm going to go and clear up the swampy. How do I even do that? Oh. I didn't even get the fairy reward yet, did I? So I should do that. I don't suppose I got that heart piece over there either, did I? Might want to get that as well. Hopefully a lot of this is just going to be the same as the last Great Fairy. Let's see here. Okay, so we have Takumashiki Wakamono yo. Takumashi just means like... Takumashi, it means like kind of sturdy, kind of strong. Maybe like brawny. And Wakamono, I think we've seen before, is just young person. So, you know, brawny young one. And then yo, just, you know, she's addressing us. So you just add yo onto the end for some reason. Watashi wa chikara no daiyosei. So chikara is power. So I am the power, like, you know, great fairy. I suppose the great fairy of power. Barabara ni natta karada wo moto ni modoshite kurete arigato. I think we've seen that before. My body that became sort of separated, original to put back for me. Thank you, basically. Thanks for returning my shattered body, maybe, to its original state. Ole ni anata ni ken no waza wo sazukete ageru. Waza is just a technique or a skill, so it's a sword skill. She's gonna bestow upon us a sword skill, and in thanks. I think we've seen a lot of that. I'm just recovering old grammar. Probably should have come in human form. Looks a bit weird. The Deku getting a sword technique. Oh no. I'm not sure actually. I don't know. This is a confusing one to me. I think we've got Kaiten Giri. Kiru, as it would be normally, just means to slice, I suppose, to kind of swing with a sword, or maybe to cut with a sword. But we've gone with the stem to make it into a kind of a noun, so it would be kiri. But I think that because it's kaiten, this becomes giri, because it's a bit easier to... Kaiten kiri is maybe a bit more difficult to say than kaiten giri. I don't know, but obviously that phenomenon exists in Japanese where you just change the reading to its equivalent, like dakuten, hiragana. So yeah, that's just like a slice, I suppose. So it's kind of a kaiten means to revolve. So it's a revolving slice, or a spin slice, or a spin attack, spin move. And this... maybe kaiten giri. That just means big, doesn't it? So it's like the large spin slice. Wo oboeta. Oboeta just meaning to have learned. Bi de ki ai wo tamereba kaiten beam. So beam is just beam. So yeah, using be tamereba. Okay, tameru. Tameru is to like store up. I guess. Let's have a look. Tameru. Oh, it is tameru. Yeah, for some reason I thought it would be tamasu. But yeah, never mind. Okay. So tameru is to, yeah, to save something up, to store something up. And I believe ki actually is just kind of a, it's just your kind of focus, or your kind of, yeah, like your focused spirit or something. So you kind of store up your focus. Let's see what it says here. Ki translates to scream, yell, or fighting spirit, apparently. So I'm gonna just translate that as focus, I think. Your kind of determination, maybe. So using be, if you save up your determination or focus, kaiten beam. There's no sort of verb, but it, you know, it means that it will become a kind of a spinning beam, I guess. That's kind of weird. Again, you can just end with kind of a noun in Japanese. It's a bit weird, but yeah. Tadash, just meaning however. Malyoku ga heru no de chūi suru. So malyoku is just magic power. Heru means to kind of reduce. Malyoku ga heru. Yeah, it just means like to kind of, yeah, to use a little bit of, to decrease. That's the word I'm looking for, to decrease. So your magic power will decrease. So no de is just so. So chūi suru. Chūi is just, you know, like pay attention. Be cautious of that. Yeah, pay attention to that. But again, it's quite interesting to me that it's just chūi suru, which is just kind of means to take care. So like, however, magic power will reduce, so to take care. I don't know, you know, you'd think it would be chūi shite, like telling you to take care, but you know, apparently you don't have to do that. Chūi suru. Kiai wo tamezu ni yaritai toki wa 3D stick wo ikkaiten sase, I believe. Bi wo osu. So again, all these kind of plain verbs. It's not telling you to do it. It's just kind of stating that it can be done. I don't know. Very kind of weird. So this is quite a common thing. I don't know if we've seen this yet. It's been a few months since I made one of these videos, actually. The last two that I uploaded, I actually recorded at the same time as the one I uploaded in February, but we're now in June, and I've forgotten. Unfortunately, I've forgotten what we kind of covered. But to put a verb and then replace the end with zu ni, it means without doing that, whatever the verb is. So tameru means to store up. Tamezu ni means sort of without storing up. So without storing up your focus and time you want to, or in maybe a better order, when you want to, without storing up your spirit or focus. What am I looking at here? One rotation, or like one time, I suppose I should say. One time spin, basically. Ikkaiten. Okay, ikkaiten is apparently its own word, which just means like, yeah, one revolution. So rotate, so one revolution, the 3D stick, or the control stick. Sase is causative, so it means you kind of make the control stick rotate once. Suru kind of doesn't work here because suru is kind of intransitive. So it would kind of imply that the control stick is rotating once on its own if it was suru. So it has to be saseru, make the control stick rotate once. And then B, wasu, to press B. Which again, as I said, plain verb, kind of funny. You'd expect it to be B wo oshite. But it's not. Obviously that works fine in Japanese, but it's kind of funny. Quick kaiten de kouka batsugun. So obviously this is English. Quick, just meaning quick. Kaiten de, so by doing a quick revolution, by doing a quick rotation of the control stick. Kouka batsugun. Kouka is effect, and batsugun just means like mastery, I believe, or something. Preeminence, distinction, extraordinariness, outstanding, excellent, exceptional. So I think what it's saying is doing like a quick rotation gives like phenomenal results in a way. It's like that's the best way to do it, is to just rotate the control stick and press B once to do the move quickly, because obviously you can do it many times and you'll just destroy everything by doing that, basically. Yeah. 疲れた時はいつでもいらっしゃい. So I've seen that a lot. Whenever you're tired or whenever you're exhausted, come back to me anytime. Cool. All of the things are dead. Oh yeah, just out of interest actually, that batsugun word that we saw at the end of that text box there, I only really know that from this game. It doesn't come up often. I might have heard it somewhere else before, but yeah. I'm not even going to read that. I'm just getting the heart piece for fun. Oh, okay. I'm used to the randomizer, where you can just keep tapping A to keep jumping. Oops. But I can't do it in this version. Why am I here? Okay, butler race. That's what we need to do. There's also the spider house effect. What's the pause button? Whoops. Let's just go out and do that again. I forgot what the pause button was. Here we go. Okay. So this is Dekunatsu no Hokora. Hokora, my intonation on that is probably really bad, but yeah. I think it's just a shrine. Yeah, small shrine. Yeah, that's all it means. You won't come across that word often. So, yeah. Okay. Omae-sama, kono tabi wa hime-sama no koto hontou ni arigatou gozaimashita. Konotubby. I feel like tubby is in a way kind of synonymous with toki. So Konotubby wa. Konotubby wa. Let's just see if there's an entry for Konotubby. Yeah, this occasion, at this time, now. Yeah, Konotubby. So, yeah, I don't know, man. It's kind of weird to translate that, actually. Maybe, yeah, on this occasion, I suppose, isn't it? So, like, kind of, really, Hontoni is really, isn't it? Really, thank you so much. On this occasion, like, regarding the princess, I guess. That's weirdly ordered, isn't it, for my translation? Anyway. Ole to ite wa nan desu ga. Did we do this already? I feel like I've kind of... I feel like I've already... Didn't the princess say this to us? Ole to ite wa nan desu ga, anata sama no oyaku ni tatsu hin wo yoi sasete itadakimashita no de. So that's just going to go into the next text box. Ole to ite wa nan desu ga. What? Ole to ite wa nan desu ga. I feel like this ga is just kind of adding kind of humble uncertainty into the sentence. I feel like that's kind of all it's doing. I think this whole thing kind of means... I think it all kind of translates as, I wonder if you could call this as, you know, call this a reward or not, is kind of the vibe. I think that's kind of saying. I'll ask about this. Ole to ite wa nan desu ga. Like, I don't mean to call this a reward, or I suppose, or maybe it's saying, like, I suppose you could consider this a reward, or should I call this a reward as thanks? I'll ask about it. But I feel like that's kind of the general vibe of it. It's like, I guess you could call this, you know, a reward for what you've done, but anata sama no oyaku ni tatsu hin, so an item that will have a role, that will be useful. Oyaku ni tatsu is like, you know, to be helpful. And then anata sama no, I guess just like, you know, just whacking us in there as the sentence, as part of the sentence. So an object that is useful to you, I guess, is, you know, the translation. Yoi means to prepare. So yoi suru is to prepare something. And then we've got this weird kind of causative and then kind of received word. So this is very polite. So what you do is when you kind of do something, what he's saying is he has received our allowing him to prepare something. So it's like he has taken the liberty of preparing all this stuff, he said. He has taken the liberty of preparing something useful for us to receive as thanks, if we could think of it as that, maybe. And then node, meaning so. Watakushi no ato ni tsuite. Okay, irashite kudasai. So watakushi, just I. No ato, so kind of after me. And then ni, I think is just required because we were following to after him, kind of. We are following after him. So watakushi no ato ni. And then tsuku. Tsuite iku is to kind of like attach yourself, this is very literal, but to attach to someone and go. So less literally it just means to go with them or go after them. And tsuite, so it's tsuite irashite kudasai. And again, I think, like, in fact, that is a bit weird, isn't it? Irashite. Tsuite irasu. No, that's not right. Tsuite irashite kudasai. Again, just crazy polite for go with him. Tsuite irashite kudasai. Yeah, just crazy polite for, you know, please come after me, sort of thing. Follow with me. Dozo kochira e. So dozo just meaning like go ahead and kind of like, you know, like without reserve, I suppose. Like, yeah, go ahead. And kochira e. Kochira just meaning this way, or to me, to where I am, and e, just the sort of direction particle. This way. Might as well have the crazy money. I really don't want to get burned. That'd be terrible. I always used to lose him at this point because I was too slow, didn't see where he went, and then I would just have no idea which direction to go. Now I just know like the whole thing off by heart pretty much anyway, so. This has to be faster than rolling, right? Spinning like this. Alright, I did it. Sasuga Omaya-sama. I think we've seen this before. Sasuga, it just kind of means like, that's just like someone as awesome as you, basically. It's like, predictably, predictably, you are awesome enough to do this, I suppose. Sasuga Omaya-sama. Yeah, it's quite funny that it can convey all of that in such a small amount of space, isn't it? Sasuga, like I should have known you would succeed, sort of thing. Dewa yakusoku no... I don't know if this is hin or shina, actually. Anyway, the reading, I suppose, doesn't matter too much. It's either shina or it's hin. Dewa yakusoku no hin de gozaimasu. So de gozaimasu, again, just a really polite way of basically saying des, or da, I guess. So with that, I suppose, is what this means. With that, or so then. Promise item, or the promised item is, or this is the promised item, basically. Dozo. Excuse me. No, I'm not even sure. We haven't seen this before, have we? Oh, I've got to look it up. Ito hen. Okay. And then uchi. kind of easy. If I could find it. Osame? Hold on, let me copy that. Right, let me put an O before it. Nope, nothing. Ne? Osameru? I feel like, because this character already has an O in it, so it can't be O Osame, could it? O Osame kudasai. I don't know. I'll have to ask about it, I think. What's the reading for that? Anyway, I guess it's like, you know, please take it, please receive it. Is the kind of vibe there. But I'll have to ask about that, I think. Busan no omen wo te ni ireta. Again, I don't really know what Busan is. Probably a cultural thing, so I'll have to ask about that as well. But yeah, you've got Busan's mask. Nioi wo kagi wakeru chikara ga surudoku naru omen da. So backwards, it's like it's a mask that I don't know. It's a mask for which, I suppose, the power to sniff and distinguish smells has kind of become very sensitive, I suppose. Surudoku naru, surudoi. That's the E adjective, surudoi. Oh, okay. Pointed, sharp. Pointed, sharp. Surudoku naru. So yeah, like I said, it's just a mask for which the power to distinguish smells has become enhanced, I suppose, stronger. Or again, less literally. It's a mask that has the power to distinguish smells very easily, I guess. Shi de kabureba kyu kaku ga shigeki salelu kun kun. Alright then. So kyu kaku, this is the sense of smell, I believe. This kaku goes on to the end of, well, it means sense, I believe. So it's kind of kaku is in all of the senses, maybe. Like shikaku perhaps is vision. Kyukaku here is obviously smelling, the sense of smell. Kyukaku. So yeah, it's like with C, if you wear it, your sense of smell, shigeki sareru. I guess it's like will be stimulated. It's kind of passive, isn't it? Shigeki. Wait, did I get that wrong? No, shigeki, that's right. Stimulate. Stimulus. So yeah, it just means it will be stimulated, I suppose. And then I think kun kun at the end is just kind of the onomatopoeic sound for sniffing. Maybe? I think that's all it is. Kun kun. Kind of oddly, perhaps. Jitsu wa anata sama wo miteiru to mukashi ie o tobidashita musuko wo omoidashimashite. So jitsu wa just meaning in fact or in actuality. Anata sama wo miteiru to. This is kind of a conditional to. So it's like when I am looking like at you, or yeah, if I am looking at you, when I am looking at you, Mukashi, so a long time ago. Ie wo tobi dashita musko. My son, who kind of ran away from home, perhaps. Ie wo tobi dashita. Tobi dasu is to like to jump out, I suppose, or to fly out. Tobi dashita. So I guess, yeah, maybe he ran from home. So my son who ran from home a long time ago, omoi dashimashite, like I recall a memory kind of appears. I pull a memory out, quite literally, but it means just to remember. I recall my son who left home a long time ago. Yeah. Excuse me. Nani yara musuko to kyōsō shiteiru yōna sonna kimochi ni nari. Alright, there's a lot going on there. Nani yara. I guess that means like in some way or another, or for some reason, maybe. Yeah, for some reason. We might have already seen that. Sorry if I'm going over the same grammar again, but I don't remember, unfortunately, what we covered. Nani yara. So, for some reason, I guess, nani yara, musuko to kyōsō shiteiru yōna sonna kimochi ni nari. Good lord. Okay, so we kind of have to work backwards again. So I became, or I become, the feeling, or the sort of feeling, such a feeling, like that of competing with my son, I suppose. It's a bit clunky. I don't know, to be honest, I feel like we could get rid of sonna in here, because that kind of feels to me like it's doubling up yona. So yeah, it kind of became the feeling such that I was competing with my son. Or rather, for some reason, it became the feeling such that I was competing with my son. As I've said, you know, competing many times. Kyōsō is to compete. Yeah. Toshi ga imo naku chikara wo irete shimaimashita. And this is all linked to that previous text box, I believe, because nari, I became the feeling of such that I was competing with my son, and I kind of, ireru is to put in, isn't it? So I put in power undesirably or unexpectedly. I unexpectedly or undesirably put power in, or rather he tried very hard, I suppose. He really kind of gave it his all during this race, I believe. And Toshigai mo naku, that's what it is. I read that wrong, sorry. Toshigai mo naku. This means like unsuitable for one's age, I believe. So it's like, yeah, given his age, he acted inappropriately, because he should know better at his age, I suppose. Toshigai mo naku. I unintentionally put a lot of effort in, and he should know better, I believe. Toshigai mo naku. Thoughtless for one's age, unworthy of one's years. Yeah. So yeah, he's kind of saying he's like sorry for trying so hard, but he did that because he got the feeling that he was competing with his son again, I guess. So it made him unintentionally, unexpectedly try a lot harder than he meant to, considering he was sort of doing it as a way to give us a gift, you know, to give us a present or a reward for helping the princess. He probably shouldn't have put so much effort in, because the kind of point was to give us the gift, I guess. Shitsure wo o yurushi kudasai. So quite simply, a very polite way of saying, please forgive my rudeness or inappropriate behavior, or yeah, that sort of vibe. お帰りはそちらの光の中からでございます。でございます。So your return, you're going back, overhears light within, from. So from within this light is your return, basically. And de gozaimasu, again, just a very polite way of declaring something. He's just declaring that that is how we get back. Omeya-sama, mata o ai dekiru hi wo tanoshimi ni shite orimasu. So again, this is just a very kind of polite present tense form. It's kind of old Japanese maybe, and maybe for that reason it's become polite. But yeah, shite oru. So basically he's saying shite imasu, but yeah, it's shite orimasu. Tanoshimi ni shiteiru means to be looking forward to something, to be anticipating something excitedly. So and the rest of it is the day that we can again, the day that we can again meet there. I am anticipating fondly. I am looking forward to the day that we can meet again. And then okiyotsukete, just meaning take care. Please take care. Cheers, bro. We've got the mask. I just need to leave. What else needs to happen? I don't want to... Well, I don't have time to do the spider house now, I don't think. I could go and do... whichever one it is. Whichever witch it is that does the archery for the heart piece. So maybe I will. Oh wait a minute! Can I not do the pictograph heart piece now? I think actually maybe I'll just talk to Matey. We'll see what he says. I think, doesn't it like finish once you've cleared the swamp? Okay, we haven't read this, have we? Taku ano dora musko. Mata doko ka de sabotte yagaru na. Ii toshi koite yosei gokko mo nai mon da. Ah, irashai. Okyaku-san, moshikashite... Oh, he's doing it. Utsushi e motte kitan dattara... Oh, zannen dakedo. No, zannen dakedo. So if we have brought a pictograph... zannen is like unfortunate, or it's a pity, but it's a shame, but contesto wa owachatta yo. So the contest undesirably or unfortunately like has ended. Demo boto cruise wa atarashi attraction ga hajimaru mitai dakara. Soko no madoguchi de kuwashiku kiite mite kure. I don't really want to translate that yet. Let's do this. Sakki wa arigato yo. So that's just a noise. Sakki meaning, you know, a while ago. Arigato just meaning thanks for what you did previously. Anta nara 今回特別にボートクルーズにタダで乗せてあげるよ。Really? Is that it? So, あんたなら、if it is you, in your case, 今回 this time, 特別に especially, ボートクルーズに on the boat cruise, タダで for free, 乗せてあげるよ. I will kind of allow you to take the boat cruise, to ride on the boat cruise for free, should you say. と思ったけど, I thought, but. So that's what she was thinking. She was thinking of letting us ride on the thing for free, but 毒の沼がきれいになったようだし、どうだい？もっと面白い遊びをしないかい? So poison, swamp, kind of clean to became. It became clean, or it became, yeah, clear or clean. So the poison swamp became clean. Yo, just meaning seems as though. So seems as though it has become clear. Dashi, just kind of denoting a non-exhaustive list of reasons, basically. So given that the swamp seems to have become clear, etc., I suppose you could see that as, in this case. Dodai. Is that like just saying, how do you feel, before even asking the question? Let's have a look. Yeah, I think it is. So it feels like this is being asked before the question is being asked. It feels like it should come at the end. So it's kind of like saying, how about it? And then specifying what the it is, I think. It's like, Dodai, how about it? Motto omoshiroi asobi o shinai kai? A further, or a more, I suppose I should say, a more interesting game, won't you do? Yeah. So it's like, how about it? Don't you want to do a more interesting game? That's kind of, it translates quite well, actually. Nani? I don't know why she's saying nani like that. Hoki ni notte tonde iku watashi ni nanpatsu ya wo atereru ka te yu game sa. Okay, maybe we're better off going backwards again. So it's a game, or it's the type of game. It's a game in which we kind of question, I suppose. We kind of see how many times you can hit goodness sake, you can hit the me the me who flies away like riding on a broom is ridiculously kind of how you translate it, I suppose. And then this ya here is just arrows. So yeah, a game in which like, how many times can you hit me with arrows whilst I fly away on a broom? My god, that really does not fit into English very well, does it? Man, that's so different. Yeah, so on a broom ride, fly away me too. How many times arrows can you hit game? Ridiculous. But yeah, that's what's going on. Dodai omoshiro sou daro. So how about it? It sounds fun, doesn't it? Basically. Yatte miru kai? Like, will you give it a go? Will you try it? はーい。ひひひ。そうこなくちゃいけないね。そうこなくちゃ, I believe, just translates into kind of, that's the spirit. That's the way to do it. That's how you should proceed. I think. Let's just have a look. So ko naku cha. I thought so. I suspected as much, just as I thought. Now you are talking. Okay, maybe I was a bit wrong. So ko naku cha ikenai ne. I don't know what ikenai is doing on the end. I believe maybe it's kind of like, well, this is, in my dictionary, this is being given the actual kanji for konai, meaning, you know, like kuru, to come. So konaku cha ikenai ne. So maybe it's a bit like, I don't know, I'm kind of guessing, I might have to ask about this as well, but, you know, if you don't come, it cannot go ahead, maybe kind of thing. I don't know, maybe a bit like you have to turn up to you have to actually turn up for things to happen. I don't know. I'm totally guessing. I'll have to ask. Koto wa toku kedo. Okay. Ya de narau no wa watashi janakute watashi no motteru mato dakara ne. Kotowaru, I think that's kotowaru. To refuse, to reject, to dismiss, to turn down, to decline, to inform, to give notice. Maybe it's that meaning. So yeah, koto wa toku. So this is te oku, meaning to just do in advance of something. So before we play the game, she wants to warn us in advance. Koto wa toku kedo. Ya de nerau no wa watashi janakute. So the aiming of the arrows is not me, basically. Is not me. But the target that I am holding. And then dakara, I don't know why it's dakara, to be honest. It's kind of tough to translate that, but I feel like it's just Yade nerau no wa watashi janakute watashi no motteru mato dakara ne. I feel like it just kind of adds a bit of insistence to it, maybe a bit of like strength, maybe. Oh well, don't know. Moshi watashi ni atetari shitara shouchi shinai kara ne. Okay. So if atetari shitara. Okay, so I think this is like a kind of a non-exhaustive list of verbs, like to do things like hitting me. Atetari shitara. Yeah, I think so. If you hit me, etc. If you do things like hit me, etc. Shouchi shinai. I will not recognize your, I won't acknowledge your attempt, or I won't accept your attempt. I won't reward it, I guess. I won't accept it, I won't acknowledge it, I won't reward it, kind of thing. Shouchi shinai. I don't know if we've even covered this, actually. Ateru means to just hit something, like to hit a target. Yeah, ateru. Also, it's used for like guesses. It can mean to, like, if you say atete mite, it means like try to hit what the answer is. Guess. Try, aim and attempt to hit the answer. So this is how you say to guess something in Japanese. Like, yeah, atatemite, I suppose. Try guessing. Try to hit what the answer is. But in this case, it's literally just to hit a target with an arrow. And at the end, obviously, she's saying kara ne, just saying like, moshi watashi ni atetari shitara shouchi shinai kara ne. I don't know what this kara actually is doing. I guess it's just saying, kind of checking that you understand that she will not accept or acknowledge your attempt to play the game if you hit her with an arrow. I say an arrow, she lets you hit her a few times actually, doesn't she? But oh, all of this for a heart piece. Whoops! How many times can you hit her? Maybe 5? Probably more. Oof. Oh! Oh, it! Oh, okay, it's fine. How many times? Oh! How many times do I have to hit it? Is it 20? Must be 20. I'll go for 30 anyway. Oi! This is too risky. Oi! Oi! It's pretty tough when she's far away. I don't think I need to do 30. Oi! Oh! Right, that'll do. Forget it. Give me that heart piece. I don't know the reading. Is it Sanjipatsu? Lots of people with this, like, lots of people just automatically say Jupatsu, Juppon, etc. But sometimes it's Jippatsu or Jippon. So I'm not totally sure. Most people I think would say Juppatsu, so we'll go with that. But they might be technically incorrect. Even this is something that I think even Japanese people just get wrong. So maybe I shouldn't worry about it too much. Sanjupatsu da yo. So that's 30 hits, I suppose. Mikake ni yorazu sugoi janai ka. I don't know what that means. Mikake ni yorazu. Okay. That's really good, actually. Yeah, mikake ni yoranai is what's in my dictionary, but it's the same thing. My dictionary says, does not match one's appearance. So, she's sort of insulting us in a way. She's sort of saying, like, that isn't that incredible for someone who doesn't look so incredible. So, maybe be careful with this phrase, because you could insult people, maybe. Mikake ni yorazu sugoi janai ka. So, despite your mediocre looking appearance, that was quite incredible. Ja, yakusoku da. Kore wo yaru yo. Uketori na. Hora. So yeah, just with that, or now then, yakusoku da. It was a promise, or it's a promise, or here is the promised item, or whatever. Kore wo yaru yo. So I will give you this. We've probably seen this before. Yaru is kind of a sort of casual / rough way of saying to give someone something. So Kore wo yaru yo. So you can't really say it to anyone but your friends. She shouldn't be saying it to us in Japanese society, but you know, it's a game, so it's kind of people speak in more interesting ways, I suppose. Uketori na. So just take it, won't you, basically, and then hora. I guess just a noise made when people give you stuff or hand things over. Hata no kakera wo te ni ireta. Ima atsumeta kakera wa 2個. Ato 2個で体力アップ. We've covered that a lot. Oh! Omoshiroi daro. So well, that was fun, wasn't it? Mata shitakattara itsu demo oide. Hihi. So again, shitakattara. Like if you want to do it again, or when you want to do it again. Itsu demo oide. At any time, come to this place. Come to me, basically. Yeah. And then hee, just a laugh. Alright, that's that. So thanks for watching. Hope it was worthwhile, and I'll see you next time.